everybody, welcome back to Viking MTG. Here to finish off my Class of 6th edition brick of starters. These are not pre-built, these are random assortments of cards. It's enough cards in each to make a 60 card deck and a 15 card sideboard. So, but they are completely randomized. So, you see, I've opened up a couple of these previously, the rest of the brick previously on this channel, and these are the last two. I opened 3 of the tutors. Have not opened out of this case of this brick that I got in 1999. I was in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii when I got these, still in the Navy before I got out and got into the Army, and I had not opened a vampiric tutor out of this block. I opened lots of other fun stuff, but I had not opened a vampiric tutor. So we're gonna crack them and see what we get. I was still playing this game and playing it on and off in '99 and collecting a lot in '99. The game was doing pretty well at this point. I remember doing really well at this point. And I remember what's funny is that nobody wanted the white border stuff back then. Nobody wanted white border. It was all about getting that black border stuff. Everything alpha, beta, unlimited. Nobody even cared about unlimited. It was white border. Nobody wanted it. Legends and Ice Age and all that. Even Fallen Empires. All the black border stuff was the shiznit. It was the bee's knees. Everybody wanted. Nobody wanted white border. Now all of a sudden white border is getting popular. I cannot believe Rudy and you look all over the place. Rudy's selling revised starter decks for $2,000 a piece. That's what they're averaging. That's anywhere between $1,500 and $2,000 plus right now for trusted, sealed, revised starter decks. It's unbelievable. I remember having in 1996. I've still got a couple. I am not getting rid of them. I didn't even realize they were up that high. I am not getting rid of them, and I am not opening them. Especially now that I've seen how much they're going up, I'm just going to sit on them. But yeah, I remember in 1996 when I got those, we had bought a brick. It was a friend of mine and we used to all draft, and we'd crack starter decks and play them. It was fun. We'd make decks from the starter decks and play them. It was a blast. We had a ton of fun doing it, but nobody wanted it because it was white border, and the cards weren't worth very much. The dual lands were. I mean, everybody liked the dual lands, but that's it. You didn't get a dual land, you lost. It's still the same way now, except for Wheel of Fortune. So I don't see people ever making money. You buy a $2,000 revised edition starter deck, you're gonna have to hit 3 dual lands to make your money, because the most expensive dual land's $800. So you're probably not gonna hit a near mint tropical island every time. Your odds of ever making your money back are slim to none, but people will pay it. Alright, so I saw, trying to remember where, that's right, that's where the rares are. They're at the end here, so I'm trying not to miss the rares. Okay, so that's the rares. We'll do those last. And these have a nice little curve to them. That's a little unusual for the old stuff. It's just the way that it was packed. Because these do, these don't. These are straight flat, these are a little curved. It's just the way they shrink wrapped them. No big deal. You can't even tell once you lay one down flat. So we'll go over the. I'm not going to go over the commons. There's nothing in the common section. I'll sift to see if there's a counterspell. But we're looking for tutors. We have a Kismet, Throne of Bone, Browse, Fountain of Youth, Chill, Pestilence, nice, Enlightened Tutor. An Enlightened Tutor, a Rajdan Spirit, Fire Diamond, and a Goblin Recruiter. Goblin Recruiter is always cool. And see if we got any counter spells. Counterspell, bam, very nice. So this started out real well. There's a Llanowar Elf, very nice. We did start out real well. We had a Llanowar Elf, which is like these older ones are around $1 right now, I believe. Plus, I'd love to throw those in my green deck, in my Sarkhan's Unsealing deck. Counterspell, which is everybody always wants a counterspell, and Enlightened Tutor is still Enlightened Tutor's a great hit. So let's see what we got in this one. On our common section, we have a Mind Warp, Mystical Tutor, bam! 2 tutors. Orcish Artillery, Skull Catapult, Orcish Oriflame, Rod of Ruin, Marble Diamond, Relearn, Finehorn Elder, and an Ardent Militia. So 2 of the uncommon tutors out of 2 of these. And what do we have for... Do we have any more Llanowar Elves or counterspells? No, no more Llanowar Elves or counterspells. Bummer. Alright. So what do we do in our rares here? First rare, Zombie Master. Nice. Zombie Master is always awesome. Zombie Master was the king of zombie decks back then. He was 1 and 2 black, Creature Lord. All zombies gain pay 1, regenerate this creature, and Swamp Walk. So if your opponent has a swamp, they can just walk right across and hit them. They're unblockable. So if you have a way to turn your opponent's land into a swamp, then they can't block you. Zombie Master, a Forbidden Crypt. Forbidden Crypt's awesome. It's 3 and 2 black enchantment. Whenever you would draw a card, instead return target card from your graveyard to your hand. If you can't, you lose the game. Whenever a card would be put into your graveyard, instead remove that card from the game. So essentially you play this, you can bring stuff back from your graveyard, but the card will eventually kill you. And a Pearl Dragon. Pearl Dragon it looks like the dragon from the Never-Ending Story. I've always thought that. 4 and 2 white for a 4/4 flyer, which is pretty crazy. But you can pay 1 and a white, and Pearl Dragon gets +0/+1 until end of turn. So it's a blocking dragon, essentially. Which back then, that was good. Even 4/4 for 4 and 2 white, with an ability and flying, it was good. We have a forest. Oh yeah, got 1 extra. We have a Sulphur Springs. Nice. We got one of the land cycles. Very nice. One of the pretty much shock lands from this set. Recall, and it's a artifact. It's not a tutor. Darn it. And a Dragon Engine. Oh, yuck. Dragon Engine. 3 for a 1/3 artifact creature, and you can pump him for 2. And then recall, you pay 2x in the blue, choose and discard X cards from your hand, then return that many cards from your graveyard to your hand. Remove recall from the game. So it's an interesting card. Allows you to basically dump cards from your hand and pull cards out of your graveyard. So that's it. I'm very happy we hit the tutors. That's awesome. Hit a Llanowar Elf, hit a counterspell, and Sulphur Springs is great. Sulphur Springs is a great shock land. What is Sulphur Springs sitting at now? It's Rakdos colored. I'd love to be able to put that in my Rakdos aggro deck. I don't think anybody would like that. For Springs in 6th edition. What's it at? $4.50. Not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. And the inline tutors, those are $20 total, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Especially seeing what I paid for them back in the day. So $8.95. That's what pretty much all these cost back then was $8.95. These would be $8. Boosters were $2.95 on the general. So everybody thought, oh, you get but you guaranteed 3 rares. So it actually saved you. No, it was all right. You got more cards overall. Plus, if you needed the lands, you had to get. If you wanted to actually play, you needed the lands. Plus, the problem with packs, especially in the revised era, is you could open a pack and get 1 rare, 1 uncommon, 2 commons, and a ton of lands. It happened all the time. You would get half land. It was ridiculous. If you watch Open Boosters open his old product, there was a lot of problems with the rare, even the rare slot having land in it. So be glad those days are over as far as those issues. But not like we don't have our own rarity issues today. So keep your eye out. I got some more fun stuff coming up here. Lots of good openings. I hope everybody enjoyed watching this. And everybody have a great week. We'll talk to you later.